Hey, I'm Becky. I have a story today about passion, patience, and persistent. The passionate one is my sister, Betty. She got into USANA way back in the cassette tape days, and for 7 years, she patiently tried to get me to listen to one of them. And for 7 years, I persistently said, "No, thank you, Betty, I'm good." Now, let me tell you what my "no, thank you, I'm good" looked like. For 20 years, I was married to an alcoholic husband. If any of you have been close to someone with substance abuse, you will understand when I say on his good days, he was my best friend. I loved him very dearly. But on his drunk days, I permitted him to tear my heart into shreds and to destroy my home and my family. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell Betty. I didn't tell the people I worked with. The people who are telling you, "No thanks, I'm fine," might have a great job. I worked in real estate title insurance, loved what I did. But in 2007, 2008, the whole industry fell into a toilet. Yeah, everybody and their neighbor, maybe some of you were going into foreclosure. I lost my job. And real estate title insurance was really the only thing I knew. So here I am, recently divorced, single mom, unemployable. I went and got a Pell Grant and went back to school. And I sold carpet door to door. And I took on 3 full-time or freelance jobs. I was juggling anything I could do to get the mortgage paid. And I did get it paid. Betty, really, I don't need anything. I'm fine. I'm exhausted, but I'm fine, right? Luckily, winter doesn't last forever. And I was eventually offered a full-time job with a great company with benefits and a salary and the kind of boss that makes the girls cry. Yeah. Well, I have worked for good bosses and bad bosses, and you just get in there, you keep your head down, right? And you start planning for your vacation. Hello, here's my vacation. My mom and dad, they were starting to get older. And so pretty much every day off, every vacation day, any time I could carve out was spent with them. And I wouldn't have had it any other way. I loved them. But there came a point, it was actually several months after Dad died, when I couldn't pretend any longer. I couldn't get over the sadness or the panic attacks. I wasn't good. I wasn't okay. And I hope everybody here has somebody who loves you as much as my sister loves me. She was at an event. It was actually a lot like this one. And she rebooked her flight and came to stay with me. Now, coming off this event, she was really excited. She says, "Becky, I'm going to get rid of these cassette tapes and I'm going to put my story on the internet." And because I knew computers, she asked me to help her. And because it was so much better than anything else that was going on in my head, I was eager to help her. So we built some slides. We built some PowerPoint slides about this company vision and the founder and all of the people that you reach all over the world. There were some kick-ass stories. And she told me about the events. You all know how to have some fun, right? But it's not all fun and games. There are some serious science behind these products. Well, that's evident because you win a bunch of awards. She told me about the athletes who come behind it and the people who have earned well over $1 million. That's a lot of people. And it was because of this thing, residual income. I didn't really understand it, but we built a slide for it. And then a very predictable thing happened to me. It's probably happened to a lot of you, right? I couldn't sleep that night because I was so aware of this vast distance between this life that I've been struggling to maintain and this hope that had been built in my heart. And the thing between this distance of where I was and where I wanted to be was me. Every choice I had made to this point had brought me to where I was at. And if I wanted to be someplace different, I had to be able to make different choices. It was scary. And so it's like 6 in the morning. I'm knocking on Betty's door. I'm like, "Hey, Betty, are you up now?" 6 in the morning East Coast time is 4 in the morning Mountain time. Of course she's not up, but I'm still knocking because I had to know. I had to know this morning. Is this thing that these slides, are they true? And would they be true for me? I mean, do you think maybe I could do it? I was so scared as I waited for her answer. Yes, of course she said yes. And so I said yes. And on August 1st, 2013, I was adopted into the healthiest family on earth. Yes. And that was the beginning of my own story of patience, passion, and persistence, because it's literally taken me years to figure out who I am in this company and to put some traction beneath me. So be patient with yourselves. Be patient with the people in your lives. Russell, he was my first person, my first PowerPoint slide, and he just bought his first bag of shakes this month. And he's rebought. He's on auto order. And people that I've been talking to for years are finally just barely asking me, is this true? And could I do it? And the answer to them and to you is yes. Yes, you can. All right, I'm out of time. Go to facebook.com/Becky Armstrong, BECKIARMSTRONG. It'll land you right at my page. If I am not on your friends list, please put me there.